In 1974, a Japanese soldier emerged from the Philippine jungle, still armed, still fighting a war that had ended 3 decades earlier. No one had told Hiroo Onoda, and when they tried, he refused to believe them. The year was 1945. Japan had surrendered. Across the Pacific, weapons were laid down and soldiers went home. But deep in the jungle of Lubang Island in the Philippines, a 23-year-old Japanese intelligence officer named Hiroo Onoda never received the order to stand down. Before communications broke down, his commanding officer gave him one instruction: never surrender. So he didn't. While the world rebuilt itself from the ashes of war, Onoda disappeared into the jungle and kept fighting. For the first few years, he wasn't alone. A small band of loyal soldiers fought alongside him, ambushing patrols, raiding supply lines, vanishing back into the trees. To them, the war was still very much alive. Any suggestion otherwise was enemy propaganda. One by one, his companions fell. Some were killed, others surrendered. By the 1960s, Onoda was completely alone. The Philippine government had declared him a threat. Local police hunted him. He evaded every search party sent into the jungle. The Japanese government tried everything. Leaflets were dropped from aircraft, printed with the news that the war was over. Newspapers were left at jungle outposts. His own family recorded audio messages begging him to come home. He dismissed every single one, convinced they were fabricated by the enemy to break his resolve. In 1974, a young Japanese adventurer named Norio Suzuki decided to find the man the world had given up on, not as a mission, just as a personal challenge. He trekked into the jungle and found Onoda within days. The two talked. Onoda listened. But he had one condition before he would stand down: a direct order from his commanding officer. Nothing else would do. The Japanese government tracked down the now retired Major Yoshimi Taniguchi, a bookseller living a quiet civilian life. They flew him to the Philippine jungle. He put on his old uniform, and standing face to face with Onoda in the same jungle where he had been given his original orders, Taniguchi finally gave him the command he had waited 29 years to hear. Mission complete. Stand down. Hiroo Onoda emerged from the jungle on March 9th, 1974. He was 52 years old. He handed over his rifle, still in perfect working condition, along with his sword, his ammunition, and his hand grenades. He had followed his orders with absolute loyalty for nearly 3 decades. The Philippine government pardoned him. Japan welcomed him home as a symbol of extraordinary dedication, but Onoda himself never fully accepted the word hero. He had simply done what he was told. Was it loyalty? Trauma? Devotion beyond reason? History has never fully decided, and maybe that's the point. Subscribe for a new story every week. The next one might be even harder to believe.